Tuesday's flooding in Harrison County, Indiana, one of the hardest hit areas during Tuesday's storms.
Over half a foot of rain was dropped on Lanesville, bringing down power lines surrounding homes and even sweeping away several propane tanks in downtown. That's where we find our Sam Carter this morning.
Yeah, hey, he's live with some look at things after the fact. And Sam, what are we seeing there this morning?
Well, we're seeing a dry area. We're on the banks here in Lanesville of the Little Indian Creek. Now, though it's dry now, take a look. I want you to look right at the bottom of the creek there, underneath that tree. You can see where that water came up and then damaged the track of the Lanesville Junior High School there. It's just one example of extensive damage that wreaked havoc on this small Indiana town. Now, what caused it? Well, it wasn't the creek itself. In fact, it was the skies above it. About 6 to 8 inches of rain fell in just about 3 hours. It caused this river to flood, as you're seeing on your screen right now. Extensive damage across the area. First responders called in to rescue people in their cars and in their homes. Take a listen here as we hear the account of one person who had to be rescued from their car.
You know, notifications on the dashboard said, shut your engine off. You have no oil pressure, so I did. And as we sat there, the water just rose up around us, almost up to the middle of the doors.
Now, as quickly as things started, it ended. The rain stopped about 1 o'clock, and by 1:30, the water was visibly lower. It's almost hard to believe that this was a disaster area less than 24 hours ago when you see the beautiful summer day we have, but now the cleanup can begin.
All right, Sam, thank you. And that floodwater actually moved west, filtering down into Corydon, Indiana, which was already dealing with significant rain.
Yes, our Blakely McHugh is live in Corydon this morning near a bridge that was impassable yesterday. We can see it now, Blakely, and I know folks are working hard to clean up.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of work this morning, specifically working on this bridge here. So this is Rice Island Park. There's a playground here. There's a skate park. And then there's this bridge, which actually looks really good right now. But about an hour ago, see these piles of stick here and debris? Basically, think piles of this 2 to 3 times this size, all lined up on the side of the bridge on the inside. So that is how high water levels got. The other thing I want to point out is see that metal, the guardrail right there that's kind of sitting on the bridge. A massive tree trunk, a massive tree limb actually punctured that gate out of the bridge, was crossing the entire bridge. So they have had to break up a lot of tree limbs this morning, get all that debris out. They're working over here right now, getting all of the debris also collected from the grass so they can get this area back open and passable for people who are wanting to utilize the trails around here. But like Sam said, it is kind of unbelievable what was going on around 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon compared to how things look today. We know that crews were out early yesterday after the water had receded pretty quickly and starting that cleanup process. I do want to get to some video, though, of what it looked like yesterday, just so you can really see a comparison of how much things have changed since yesterday into today. The downtown area, many streets in the downtown area were closed for several hours because of that flooding. People couldn't get out of their homes because of flooding in their neighborhoods. I mean, it was just incredible. The Highlander Fire Department believes that by the time the floodwaters reached the city here, people were ready and on alert because of what was happening in Lanesville.
Of course, saw on the news that Lanesville was being flooded and how much rain they got, and just never dreamed it would hit down here this hard.
The water was waist deep. It was up to our front steps here. My grandchildren were crying in the background, scared.
All right, so you heard that woman talking about water being waist deep. Another example of just how high those waters were. If you zoom in on this house here, look at the bottom of the door there. You can see how high those water levels went up at this house. The other thing that we're dealing with, a lot of mud left over on the ground that needs to be cleaned up. We do know that there was an emergency shelter opened up yesterday for people who were displaced and might have needed it. We do know that there were 3 people who utilized that space yesterday. Alex and Carrie, I'm going to send it back to you now.
All right, Blakely, thank you for that.